It's your boy Joe. You feel me? Got real CO stories, stuff that really happened during my 4 years with the Department of Corrections. You feel me? And man, I got a crazy one for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't told this story so many times to other people, not on video ever. But this is the most nut story. This is probably the craziest story that I ever witnessed, seen in my DOC career. You feel me? Like, it was inmate, we're gonna say inmate M. I can't say his whole name because I still think he in there. I ain't trying to get sued. This inmate was on a lot of medication. He was really like crazy. Like, I think he went to prison for like killing his whole family type stuff. Like, it was a little short little white dude, about 5'2", 5'3". He was a transgender inmate, long hair. I guess he wanted to be a girl or something. I don't know. You feel me? But he was a cool dude. Now, he was cool, respectful. He ain't kicked the door when he was in confinement. He ain't caused no disturbances. Only thing he wanted was what DOC supposed to give him. Like, they supposed to give him soap, toilet paper, like what, once or twice a week, toothbrush, toothpaste, inmate requests. You know what I'm saying? And he get medicine, what, 3 times a day. Like, he was one of them dudes that needed their medicine or they was gonna be wild and crazy. Man, this dude, I done talked this dude off a ledge so many times, and this is an important thing for COs. When you have those type of inmates that, you know, it's a little wacky or something, you got to build a rapport with them. And it's a main thing. You got to build a rapport with them, because if you don't, they might fly off the handle and you don't know what's going on. Like, you ain't gonna know how to reel them back in, right? So when he used to fly off the handle, I used to be like, have I ever did you wrong? Have I ever lied to you? He'd be like, nah, man, you didn't. I said, so just chill. I used to tell him, just chill, hold on, and I'll make sure you get what you're supposed to have. It's not catering to them, because when they supposed to have it, you got to give it to them. You can't just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just not get them what they supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? That's when they snap, most of the time. But, so what happened was, right? This was, I want to say fall of, this was like, was this during the pandemic? This was before the pandemic. Man, this dude, so I was working in the confinement butterfly dorm. I always worked quad 1. Quad 1 was my quad, so I worked quad 1. And he was in my quad. My quad was usually pretty good, so because I made sure they got what they were supposed to have, and you know, we just chill. Like, it's just chill. Like, you gotta sit. See, in those days, you had to sit on a wing. You have a little desk, and you just do your paperwork. Like, you gotta fill out, making sure they safe. They got stuff that they need on the paperwork that you gotta fill out every day. And then we had a big board, so if new inmates moved out or they didn't move out, we had to write their name on the board and all that. So, man, I was just about to leave. At this time, I was working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I was on B shift. I was working B shifts. All right, so, because it's A, B, C, and D shift, 12-hour shifts, right? So, I was working B shift, and I was just about to get off. It was about 5:50. So I went, and we always had med pass like around 4 o'clock. We had, you know, like I said, lunches at 3. I mean, dinners at 3, lunches at like 11 or 12, and then breakfast is at like 5. So this dude, you know what I'm saying, I go to do my last round for the day. I usually, what I usually do before I used to leave is I do like one more round where, you know, everybody, you got what you good, you got what you need. Don't give these other shifts no hell, because like, they used to give other shifts hell, but they'll never give me hell, and people used to be mad about that. But I'm like, you gotta treat people like human beings. Like in prison, prisoners do not get treated like human beings. They get treated like dirt. You feel me? So when they have somebody actually treated like a human being, you know what I'm saying, everything runs smooth. So that's what I learned from good captains and sergeants and all that. They taught me that real early. So I did my last round. I went to him. I always used to stop at his cell and talk to him because he was one of them people that just needed to make sure their mind was clear. You know what I'm saying? His mind clear, he good. He ain't got to worry about him for real. So I went to him and he was like, hey, this when I was an officer. He was like, officer, man, they ain't give me my meds. I had the most saddest look. I was like, oh my God, why did they not give this dude his meds? This dude needs his meds. He has to take his meds at a certain time every single day after every meal. So I went up to him. I said, she ain't give you your meds? Like, what's up? And he was like, nah, man. She said that they ain't filled my prescription. I said, man, like in my mind, I was like, bro, this shit about to go down. This shit crazy. He was like, man, you know me, man. You know, I don't usually, you know, do nothing unless they ain't give me what I'm supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this dude will really kick a door. He will really go all the way, get sprayed, get cell extracted. He will fight just because he not getting what he's supposed to have. So I'm like, it was 5:50 now. I get off at 6. I said, listen, I get off at 6 o'clock, okay? Please don't go crazy until I get off. He said, you know what? I got you. I said, thank you, Jesus. So I hurry up and do my round. My round, I go upstairs and I go back down. I go in that booth. I tell them officers, I said, because we was about to do shift change. Like, pretty much around, I think we clock in like 5:53 for the next shift. And then, because the confinement wing was really right by the like front support. So we'll be getting relieved around like 5:55 or something like that. Like, it's really that close. And I told him, I said, hey, they ain't get that boy his meds, man. That man about to go crazy. I'm just letting y'all know. And then he was like, they was like, so? Like, they actually, these other COs, they didn't understand, like, how crazy this dude was. But I did because I've been dealing with him for a long time, so. And we had a rapport, like, I understand, like, okay, this dude is really nuts. Like, he really crazy. Like, he's diagnosed as crazy type shit. So, man. Soon as 6 o'clock hit, I mean, literally on the dot. Only thing you heard was boom, 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 boom. And I'm in a booth about to take all my equipment off so I could just hurry up and run out the door. But he started kicking boom, 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 boom. And so the CEOs just like, man, I'm about to get this dude. They talking crazy like, oh, I'm about to get this dude. So I'm in the booth just watching because I can see his, like, from the booth is in the middle. You got 4 different wings. You got, like I said, you got different quads. Quad 1, 2, 3, 4. So quad 1 is literally diagonal. It's like right there. So I could see his cell. And I could see like right in. You can see everything. You feel me? So I'm looking. I'm like, man, this dude about to go crazy. So the dude, he go up there. I'm talking about the CEO that went up there think he Billy Badass. Don't want to. He saying he don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Start kicking my door. I'm going to spray you. Listen, spray don't do nothing to this man. He gets sprayed and cell extracted all the time. He's immune to it. So he's flooded cell. Flooded cell, they'll put like sheets or clothes and the whole cell be flooded. So what happened was the dude told him, he was like, hey, I'm gonna hurt myself. If y'all don't give me my meds, I'm gonna hurt myself. And so the CEO told him, like, so go hurt yourself. Like, that's a bad thing CEOs do, because we're supposed to be care, custody, and control, but we'll tell them to go do something to themselves. Not that we mean it, you know what I'm saying? Not that they mean it, not me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do none of that, but not that they don't mean it, but it's like, you know, it's like I said, it's about bluffing. You know, I'm gonna see if you gonna do it for real. Because some people, they'll cut themselves, but they'll just cut like a little bit, like right here. But the ones that cut like this, and go straight down or come straight up like this, they're the ones that's serious. So, but during the time, we dealt with a lot of people that just do the little quick little cut just to bleed a little bit, just to show, you know, just to make it seem like, you know, they trying to harm themselves, right? So, oh man, I need to hold it. Let me hit my drink. I love these medium mango smoothies. I need a sponsorship, please. I need a sponsorship. I get these every day. Boy, I had to breathe, boy. I'm telling you, I had to breathe. This is crazy. So this is what happened next. The dude, he pulled out a knife. And now if you a CO and you see somebody about to harm themselves, you can't leave the door. Only thing you can do is call on your radio, call the Sarge, or call like emergency traffic, like, hey, I got one inmate, you know, harming himself, you know, his blood present, weapons present, send the A team or B team or whatever. But in confinement, what we'll do is we'll call our sergeant first, and then after our sergeant see what's going on, he'll call the captain. And if the captain can't stop it, they'll usually call like ICS. So what happened was, right, the CO, he's standing by the door, you know what I'm saying, like, he watching the dude, like, you know, he got a nice little shank, and he's saying, I'm about to kill myself, I need my medicine. And the dude, the CO, is just antagonizing him. So eventually he just snapped. What he did was, you know what I'm saying, this was a transgender inmate now, he grabbed his nuts and he cut it out. He cut his nuts out. So all that's in his hand is the ball. It's the ball that's in his hand. Damn, I wish I had something to do. We're just gonna say this is right here. Just say this the ball. He had it in his hand like this right here, and he's bleeding everywhere. So he called on the radio, hey, you know, he called for the sergeant, like, Sarge, got a situation here in Quad 1. So the Sarge go up there, and the sergeant's like, oh shit, like, we gotta call ICS. So they call, before they call ICS though, the inmate, okay, he got his ball in his hand, right? This is what he does now. This is no lie. This is all facts. He dribbles this in his legs 2 times. He turns around and he shoots it right in the toilet and make it. That is so crazy that he did that. And he just, after he did that, he looked at him again, he passed out because it was like so much pain and so much blood. He just passed out. So what they did was they called ICS, and then they got him like a little, what they call it, like a stretcher. They called medical, got a stretcher, took him to medical, you feel me? And then they took him to the hospital. I don't know if they care flighted him or they just drove him with an ambulance. I'm not sure, but I know for sure that he did that. So what happened was, right, so he went to the hospital, right? I eventually ended up going home and all that, but so the next day they gave me hospital duty. So I was wondering, I was like, man, I hope I'm on this dude, because I already know motherfucker crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I go to the hospital and I sit on him. Like, hospital duty, you gotta put your vest, some person have a gun, some person have a taser, and then the inmates, they strapped to the bed and they get medical attention. If we can't get a medical attention at the infirmary, they gotta go to outside hospital. So I talked to him about it. I said, damn, man, well, like, why you did all that? Like, why you? He was like, man, I told you. I ain't get my medicine. I told you. And I was like, damn. I said, well, I didn't think you was going to go do all that, bro. He was like, yeah, man. So I was talking to him about it. I said, bro, did you really like shoot that shit in the fucking toilet? Like, what's wrong with you? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, I was just trying to make the league, man. I was trying to make the league. I said, bro, it's not matching now. This dude's a 5'2" white dude now. Hella short, hella like unathletic. And he said he was trying to make the league, bro. That's why he cut his nut out and shot it in the toilet like that. Man, if that's not the craziest stuff you'll ever hear in your life, and that actually happened. That actually happened. I think he was in the hospital for maybe like a few weeks. They had to sew it back on, or sew it back up. He was in there not a few weeks. I think he might have been in there for a week. But he ended up being in there longer because, you know, on 12-hour shifts, you know, you got some weeks where you only work 2 days, some weeks where you work 5 days. So it was the week I worked 2 days. So what I did, I used to come in for overtime and do hospital duty just to get my, you know, extra money and all that. So when I came in there, the dude, I was like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just sitting there chilling. And then I look at his stomach because I don't know why I looked at it. I just happened to look at this dude had the metal rods from the shower, because the officers, you're not supposed to let an inmate just go to the bathroom by itself. You have to like keep the door open, kind of watch him a little bit. So these dudes weren't watching him. He grabbed the metal out the toilet, the thing that holds the toilet tissue, like the little thing that you sit the toilet tissue on. He took the little metal out there, he swallowed that. And then he took the metal rings off the shower rod and stuck it in his stomach. So I'm like, bro, and like the doctors, they ain't know what was going on. They ain't even see nothing out of all these tests they've been running on this dude all week. They ain't see it. So I'm like, man, I had to write an incident report. I had to do all this stuff. Like, I'm like, man, this dude is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is nuts. But yeah, that's the craziest story that ever happened. The fact that he said he was trying to make the league was the craziest thing that I ever heard somebody say. But yep, that's another story. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, and we can send more to you. Yes, sir.